Hey,
Hey,
it's me, and it's Austin.
and it's not him and me.
Well, I already,
Not him, it's not him and not me. There we go, we got it.
yeah.
I'm
Welcome to MoonTown Offline.
not him, not me. Are you on the left side? On yours?
Uh, for me, right now, you're on this side, but looking through the
Well,
video,
hold on. This is mirrored, right? So
yeah,
I
so
don't know what this side means.
technically, you're. How do I explain it?
When I'm okay, so looking at the camera,
Yeah,
my
looking
left or
at the
right?
screen right now, I am on the right side, and you're on the left side, but it would inverse. So I am pointing this way.
Are you pointing at me?
I believe so.
No. Okay. Now you know. See, I'm pointing at you, and I'm over here.
Okay.
Welcome to
Yeah.
MoonTown Offline.
Hopefully that looks good in post.
We
But
had a discussion where it's like, all right, let's go quick. And then we spent a minute talking about orientation.
yep, minute and a half. Well, here we are, guys. Just get right into it. You guys remember in last week's episode, we started up creating a Dungeons and Dragons character. We started making a Cassandra Curtona, a tiefling cleric, who's
She a sorcerer.
yeah, no, she's a sorcerer. All right, I gotta switch up the spell list in here then.
Oh, that's nice. You have it prepared. Yeah, guys. So we're going to be finishing that up, and we admit it took way too long. The next character we'll create will actually help. I have an idea. Next time, guys, we are going to go through the player's handbook and how they have a section at the beginning called Building Brenoir, and we're gonna build our own character together using that steps. And I guess we'll pretend that Owen is creating the character. I'll have him already before it started, have the character concept. But today we're going to finish Cassandra Curtona. I don't know. Next time, give her a friend.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we've gone through uh, the majority of our backstory stuff, and we got through. You have the stats pulled up and everything.
Yeah, I have my documents and books up.
All right, great.
Hey, Owen,
Yeah,
remember when I said that thing I was looking for in Mordenkind and Tomes of Foes? And I was like, oh, it's not here. It doesn't exist. Well, guess what?
it does exist.
It does exist. I found it down one more page. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Um,
Right here. Holy moly, that's a lot of spells.
for sorcerer.
Yeah, there's 35 available spells for level 0, and there are 42 spells available for level 1.
That makes no sense. But
I am on the D&D spells
app.
thing right now.
Why don't you advertise the app, Owen?
Well, I am currently using, what's it called specifically? D&D Spell 5e. That's the
Hey,
one with Heather here.
Owen, guess what?
What's up?
So, guys, this is a life update. We haven't talked about our lives much on this recently. I have a girlfriend, and her name is redacted. And we
Valerie.
have a what?
No, sorry.
I think you have something in your nose there.
Yeah, I got a little some.
Oh, the cup, everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
If anything happens from this, I just want the cup to be a meme. If we ever have a fan base, ever, that's not AJ.
Yeah.
Does he even watch this?
I think he said that he hasn't seen any in a while.
AJ,
But
come on, man. Hey, real quick, from me to you. All right?
Yep.
Love yourself. Watch us. Comment. Create another channel. Subscribe again.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we have a Words with Friends thing going on for like maybe 2 months now. Going up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I beat her most of the time. It used to be back and forth, and she beat me 2 or 3 times in a row. And then I've been steamrolling. I'm with like 6 or 7 wins in a row, but she just beat me last round. And oh, cool. Oh, I thought I wasn't winning. I'm still winning because I'm a baller. But she just played anorexia, which, if you guys don't know, is a long word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she used all of her letters, which is impressive. My girl is so intelligent, and she got 53 points.
Wow. She is.
But she's still behind by 14. So take that, America.
She doesn't watch this. She doesn't need to know anything.
She'll find out when I win. But she would want me to disclaim that she's been kicking my ass in trivia crack for maybe 12 to 15 times now in a row. That didn't used to be the case. I used to beat her in all of them, but Words with Friends was the one that we would go like this on. And then, because we also play Fight List together. I'll end this tangent real quick. And then we tied in Fight List, got a couple wins. I win predominantly in Fight List, like 80% of the time. I win with Words with Friends 70% of the time, we'll say, because she just got a victory. I mean, overall, it was probably about 75% of the time. And Trivia Crack, I used to win all the time. We've had about, the thing live, we've had about like 20 games, I think. And I won, let's say 25. And I've won about 8 of those. And then she won, and then I would win a couple more. And then, out of nowhere, she starts becoming a baller, kicking my ass. And I always get really close, but not far enough.
So close.
So I have Words with Friends and Fight List, and she has Trivia Craft. And we're both winning predominantly in the ones we care about the most. So, there's balance. Speaking of balance, Cassandra right now is a tiefling, but so tieflings are half devils. Just in case y'all didn't know, devils in D&D lore come from the 9 hells. They are fiends from the 9 hells. Fiends represent basically most races or all races that come from the lower planes, which there's an upper plane and lower planes. For example, on the lower planes you would find the 9 hells. The abyss, where demons come from. Demons are also fiends. There's Yugoloths, which come from Garen. I did a lot of reading while I was creating the campaign world recently. And then there's Archeron. I think that's in the lower planes. It's a battlefield zone. And the Blood Wars is a war between demons and devils, and they fight. So in the 9 layers of hells, guess what there are? There's 9 masters. Actually, there's 10. Phlegethos, the 3rd layer, I think it's a 3rd, has 2 leaders. And so, Owen, we were talking about Cassandra, and I was looking for things last time. And the normal tieflings given in the book is from Asmodeus, who, if you don't know, is the ruler of the 9 hells. He's in the bottom pit, or bottom layer. No, I think it's Nessus. And he's like the epitome of lawful evil. Well, as lawful as an evil person can get. Like they have their rules. But yeah, actually, I don't think they break their own rules so much. It's because they're so like embodied to that logic.
Yeah, to an extent.
If they break it, it's a big catastrophe. Like, I don't think Asmodeus lies and cheats as much as he just outsmarts. So at least that's my interpretation of Asmodeus. So the normal tiefling race has Asmodeus, and it gets the ability score increase. What is it? Charisma. Do you have the handbook, or does AJ have it?
No, AJ has it. He took it so that he can work on his character a little more.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to the tiefling thing real quick, and that's also why the tiefling I think is red in the book, because Asmodeus's color is like red.
You guys don't know, but AJ, our good friend, who's also appeared on Shrek 2, you should also go watch that playlist. We try to start up a little session 0 for this world that we are making and I'm being introduced to. And AJ, after weeks of having that book, months actually, was not ready at all. So he spent, I think, a good 2 hours just figuring out spells.
Yeah, just what spells to prepare, and I was like ready to just give him a recommendation list. So the ability score increase we get from this is 1 to intelligence and 2 to charisma. I think all of them give you 2 to charisma. And you also get, there's an ability, you get thaumaturgy. And when you reach 3rd level, you can cast Hellish Rebuke, and at 2nd level, you regain the ability to do, So you get Hellish Rebuke and Thaumaturgy. And what Mordenkainen's Tome of Oaths does is it'll give us other options for the, here, I don't want to close that. I want to make you small so I can see your reactions to things. There we go, little Owen on the corner. And in Mordenkainen's Tome of Oaths, it has the other devils, archdevils, and it'll give you other things. And so why don't you give me a rundown of what we thought of Cassandra's personality real quick?
All right. This is from what I remember because you were the one taking notes. But she's an actress. She spent most of her life in a bit of a bigger family. I remember she had, I think, like 5 siblings.
Yeah.
And the parents died or disappeared or whatever, so they live in kind of a lower income kind of city, or I guess village. And the siblings are like an acting troupe, like the Jackson 5 or something. And they go on tours sometimes, so she's kind of familiar with the world. And also, they're sorry, I had a little thing in my eye. She learned that she had superpowers when she was protecting,
lashing out to help a friend.
lashing out to help a friend. That's right. And also, she has a connection so that she can help or get some help practicing her sorcery and whatnot. She has also made an enemy of 2 separate people, only one of which was actually her fault. The other being kind of out of her what's the word I'm looking for? Out of her control.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. That's what I remember.
She also comes from a poor-ish town, but living comfortable there. Her personality trait, she's able to diffuse situations, which this is important because I'm going to pitch something to you about her. Her ideal is honesty, which is funny that I'm going to... Okay. Her bond is to prove to superior to her rival, and her flaw is that she's unreliable to friends.
That's right. She's real popular, but she's a little flaky. It's not them, it's her.
I was thinking that instead of Asmodeus being her blood connection, that we should make it Fierna, who is one of the rulers of Phlegethos. And this is why. So instead of intelligence, we'd get a score to wisdom. I already marked that just in case.
Yeah, we do need to.
Instead of getting thaumaturgy, which is just like doing some wind, and then Hellish Rebuke, which Hellish Rebuke is a damn good spell. But in this one, the friends cantrip. And when you reach 3rd level, you can cast the spell Charm Person as a 2nd level once with this trait. And when you reach 5th level, you can cast the Suggestion spell. So these are these are advantageous social spells, and giving her character is she's if she were in Survivor, she'd be playing the social game. I
Yeah.
wanted to pitch that idea to you. If that sounds good.
Cassie's a very extroverted social butterfly. So I think having the suggestions and whatnot would be pretty useful. She is the highest in charisma, with it being 15. Which, dang, that's
Now it's 17.
like charisma. That's not that bad for level 1.
So you want me? Is it okay for me to switch them?
Yeah, no problem.
Nice. Now instead of a 7, her wisdom is 8.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a thing I would increase. So I think that's basically most of our background stuff. What is this called? I'll just write a note. Fierna special traits. So you got the spells up.
Yep. As I'm pulling those up, I'm going to take a quick break and go to our not sponsor. We will see you in a second.
If you want to win the game, you gotta take good aim and get the most marbles with your hippo. Playing Hungry, Hungry Hippos.
Hey!
Hungry, Hungry Hippos.
Hooray!
Hungry, Hungry Hippos is the name of the game, and whoever hippo gets the most marbles wins.
Got it!
Playing Hungry, Hungry Hippos. Hungry, Hungry Hippos.
I win!
Hungry, Hungry Hippos from Hasbro.
And we're back. Looky, I found the spells. So, as previously mentioned, there is a lot.
Yeah, you probably have spells from other books too,
That is possible.
as opposed to just the player's handbook.
You want me to just start going through these level 0 ones real fast?
Sure, yeah.
All right, so taken from the top, we've got 35 level 0 spells, starting with Acid Splash, Blade Ward, Booming Blade, Chill Touch, Control Flames, Create Bonfire, Dancing Lights, Firebolt, Friends, Frostbite, Green Flame Blade, Guidance, Gust, Infestation, Light, Lightning Lure, Mage Hand, Mending, Message, Minor Illusion, Mold Earth, Poison Spray, Prestidigitation, Ray of... No, I don't want to make a new character. Where is it? Here we go. Ray of Frost, Resistance, Sacred Flame, Shape Water, Shocking Grasp, Spare the Dying, Sword Burst, Thaumaturgy, Thunderclap, Toll the Dead, True Strike, and Word of Radiance. Those are all our options for level 0.
That is a lot. Well, since we're only level 1, we only know 4 cantrips. And
Can't
2.
being another word for level 0 spell.
Yes.
Okay.
And we only know 2 spells. So,
So 4 cantrips,
4 cantrips.
2 spells.
You wrote that down.
Yeah, I'm just kind of starting to put them in little categories. So, any of those kind of stick out?
Well, we already get friends.
Right. So,
I like we get 4, so we already get friends. So I think we should get one that does damage, one that's practical, and the other 2, I guess, can be anything else we find nice. I like, for practical, I like message,
Yeah.
and for damage, I like firebolt.
Now let me just look at these. Yeah, firebolt. Range is 120 feet, so that'll be real good.
Yep.
It's in the school of evocation. It's 1 action, instantaneous. You hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 fire damage.
See why I like it? See why I like it?
Yeah, 1d10. That's super good. A flammable object hit by the spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried. The spell's damage increases by 1d10 when you reach 5th level, 11th, and 17th.
And the message, you don't have to read it, but it's literally just kind of like, well, you've seen them use it in Critical Role.
Yeah, I've seen some messages.
So yeah, that's why I like message. And for the audience, it's kind of like sending a small text message.
You
just kind of, I don't know if you whisper it or you say it mentally, and then someone else on the other end gets it. Like, I cast a message to Owen. Hey, I can smell your feet from here. You should really shower. You can reply to this message.
I'm like, yeah, okay. Sorry, I've been working out a lot, and I haven't gotten around to the time of using foot powder. I should really get back onto that. Thank you. You can reply to this message.
Yeah. So.
Message.
So firebolt and message.
Yeah, those are 2 real good ones.
Those are 2 real good ones. Oh my Jesus. Oh my. Oh, it's another page. I thought it was like a big gap. I was like, I don't understand what's going on.
What the heck is Thunderclap? Sounds real cool.
Thunderclap is like, it's kind of like teleporting away. Or I might be thinking of something else. Are you reading it?
Yeah, it's evocation. 1 action. The range is 5 feet. Instantaneous. You create a burst of thunderous sound, which can be heard 100 feet away. Each creature within range, other than you, must make a Constitution saving throw, or take 1d6 thunder damage. So everything in a 100-foot radius.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
yeah, that seems.
We're not an evocation wizard, so we can't really use that well, because I mean, our people will be fucked up too.
Mm-hmm.
For the other 2 spells, looking at the cantrips, so we have friends, firebolt. Minor illusion is fun, and she's an actress, so she will probably have that.
That's true. You know, you always need a stunt double.
I think we should also bring in, I guess I'm just taking out over the cantrips, minor illusion and dancing lights, because those are very theatrical.
Yeah.
And you know how both those work. Guys, a minor illusion is you can create an illusion that doesn't make sound, but it can do stuff like that. And dancing lights is just boom, boom, boom. You now have lights dancing around me. It is good for being in caverns and such.
Yeah.
I'm Caleb.
Yeah, you can recreate one of them Fantasia bits.
Yeah.
They have lights dancing around to the what is it called? The Nutcracker.
The Nutcracker. That's me when I fall on a table. That was stupid.
Yeah. Cantrips so far, we've got Friends, Firebolt, Message, Minor Illusion, and Dancing Lights.
E, F, G, H, I, R. Wait, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Okay, Friends. Sorry, I'm alphabetizing them.
Oh, that's all right.
Minor Illusion. Cool. We're only have one combat related one, but luckily, we have first level spells that we can learn.
That is true. So you want to try to make those 2 level 1 spells damage type and just add an extra cool thing for a cantrip?
What do you mean add an extra cool thing for a cantrip?
Like for the last cantrip, you want to...
We already got all the cantrips.
We did all
4 plus friends.
4 plus friends, of course. Yeah, okay, never mind then. I don't know my stuff.
No, you don't. I would learn to fucking count.
Soft man.
So, from what I see, we have Burning Hands, Charm Person, Chromatic Orb, Color Spray, Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Disguise Self, which is good. Expeditious Retreat, False Life, Featherfall, also good. Fog Cloud, Jump. Excuse me. Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Ray of Sickness, Shield, Silent Image, and Sleep, Thunderwave, and Witch Bolt. Witch Bolt is damn good.
Yeah, I got a whole lot of them more here, but looking at Witch Bolt, we're looking at a range of 30 feet. Components are V, S, and M, being a twig from a tree that has been struck by lightning.
Oh, damn. That's specific.
Concentration up to 1 minute. A beam of crackling blue energy lances out toward a creature within range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature. On a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage, and on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically. The spell ends if you use your action to do anything else. The spell also ends if the target is ever outside the spell's range, or if it has total cover from you. So that means, like, you hold out the twig, and then, like, a boom, 1d12 lightning on it, and you can, as long as it stays there, or at least in the range.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I'm just thinking of how practical that would be to have right now.
Yeah, just
supposed to search up, you will like this, Magic Missile. I actually wish AJ used this. I wish he used the fucking spell in the fight. That would have helped y'all instead of just doing...
Yeah, come on, man. AJ, if you're watching, you're a cleric. Do a spell once in a while, please. I did, like, all of my spells so that the narrative has a good understanding of how my spells work.
Yeah, you paladin. I even had a ranger do spells. A ranger fighter cast spell.
Yeah, like, just...
Look up Magic Missile.
Right. Yeah.
Chromatic Orb is also very good.
Here, I'll read Magic Missile, you read Chromatic Orb.
I have to find it.
So Magic Missile is one action, range is 120 feet, instantaneous. You create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target. The darts all strike simultaneously, and you can direct them to hit one creature or several. At higher levels, when you cast the spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the spell creates 1 more dart for each slot above first.
What were the components? Were there any material components with an M?
I'm sorry?
Were there any material components?
Nope, just V and S.
That might be pretty good. And that can do a total of 3d4, which is 12. So that means the lowest, it was 3d4 plus what?
The lowest?
What was the damage?
That each dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
So that means at minimum we do, if we do all 3 of them, 1d4 plus 1, so 2, 4, 6 damage minimum, which is not bad.
Well, there's also, do we throw any
No.
advantages? No, it's just straight on that.
Yeah, spells, it's just straight up.
Okay.
It's unfortunate you don't add like your ability modifier or anything. And you add your dexterity mod to crossbow bolts, which is weird. Because I can make sense for a bow and arrow because you're doing that. But if you're just doing, I don't know.
All you got to keep like a steady hand, maybe.
Yeah, but it's like a spell essentially. Just release it. It's spells for dummies. So at minimum we do 6 damage, and at maximum we do 1d4. So 4 plus 1 is 5. If all 3 hit,
Yeah.
that's 15. So 3 to 15 is pretty good. And it doesn't cost any material components. This one, Chromatic Orb, is 90 feet. It needs a diamond worth at least 50 gold. But as you hurl a 4-inch diameter sphere of energy at a creature that you can see within range, you choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder for the type of orb you create, and then make a ranged spell attack against the target. If the attack hits, the creature takes 3d8 damage of the type you choose. And if you cast it at a slot higher, it proceeds to increase by 1d8.
So that's already 3d8 right off the go.
Yeah, but minimum you can get is 3, and maximum you can get is 24. So we have from 3 to 24 to 6 to 15. So and also it has a material component. Now we have Firebolt, right? And that does 1 to 10.
Yep.
So do you think getting a spell with a combat spell with a material component is worth it, since we already have an unlimited amount of Firebolts?
That might be good, because we already have the Firebolts. I think like bringing out the Chromatic Orb thing is like, that's something special. That's like a combative grand finale, or like a competitive plot twist, I don't know. Maybe I'm stretching with that.
Yeah, so you like that spell?
Yeah, Chromatic Orb sounds pretty sweet.
So for our combat one, we'll have Chromatic Orb. And let me go back to the list. Ooh.
Do we want something a little more defensive?
Yeah, I was going to maybe suggest Shield. But that might be one I want to learn later. Like through leveling up.
Maybe.
So we get what do we get? Oh, I closed that. Never mind. So I was actually going to suggest maybe sleep. Maybe look into sleep. Or well, look up mage armor.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, Abjuration School, 1 action, touch is the range. We need a piece of cured leather.
Okay, not bad.
You touch a willing creature who isn't wearing armor, and a protective magical force surrounds it until the spell ends. The target's base AC becomes 13 plus its dexterity modifier. The spell ends if the target dons armor, or if you dismiss the spell as an action.
Not as practical as I thought.
Yeah.
And what is shield?
Shield range itself, the duration is 1 single round, V and S. An invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you. Until the start of your next turn, you have a +5 bonus to AC.
Oh, it's that big?
Including against the triggering attack, and you take no damage from magic missile.
Hey, Owen, I'm going to suggest we take shield.
Yeah, shield definitely might be. That might be pretty good.
Awesome. We got chromatic orb and shield. Not bad. We're pretty well rounded because in social situations we can be useful, and in combat we can be useful.
Yeah, yeah. If they come out and start throwing tomatoes at us.
Yeah. I definitely think at higher levels we'll be much better when we get the more interesting stuff. But okay, so we got our spells. We don't have any equipment yet, do we?
I do not think so. No.
I don't think so. So guys, that's important. No equipment. Oh, I went straight to source for that's amazing.
Oh, we got done with this. You good?
Huh?
But we
Yeah,
got
we
all
don't spell.
pretty good.
Yeah, because we're only level 1.
While we're figuring out equipment, we are going to take a little commercial break. We will see you in just a moment.
Bang, bang, bang. Oh, howdy, partner. Time for timer. Do you ever get that hungry feeling after school? Boy, I do. I'm so hungry, I could eat a wagon wheel.
When I'm slow on the draw and I need something to chaw, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When my 10-gallon hat's a feeling 5 gallons flat, I got something planned, which is little cheese sandwiches. Come on!
Here's a great little snack to tide you over till dinner. If you want something delicious and nutritious, cheese is a super snack. Look, a wagon wheel.
When my get up and go has got up and went, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When I'm dancing, a hold down and my boots kind of slow down, or anytime I'm weak in the knees. I hanker for a hunk of, a slab or slice a chunk of, a snacker that is a winner, and yet won't spoil my dinner. I hanker for a hunk of cheese. Yahoo!
And we're back.
Alrighty, folks. So we have equipment. So this is basically the last thing we need to do. And if not, we'll find out next time when we create a character faster. A light crossbow with 20 bolts, or any simple weapon. I think we should take the crossbow.
Our dexterity is 11.
Yeah, so not great, but our strength is worse.
That is true.
So we're going to take a light crossbow and 20 bolts.
It's definitely a better chance.
Oh, fuck. I should have written this out during the break. Starting equipment. Light crossbow. 20 bolts, baby. Also at the bottom it says we get 2 daggers.
Oh, cool.
So that's nice. We get a component pouch or an arcane focus. We're going to get a component pouch.
What is
That
that?
way we have. So the components we use to cast our spells, like our 50 pound or our 50 gold worth diamond.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And now we're going to look. A Dungeoneer's pack or Explorer's pack.
What does each one have?
I shall read them. A Dungeoneer's pack includes a backpack, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pitons, 10 torches, a tinderbox, 10 days of rations, and a water skin. This pack also has 50 feet of hempen rope attached to the side of it. An Explorer's pack includes a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of rations, and a water skin, and 50 rope.
Explorer's pack seems a little more useful.
You want the Explorer's pack?
Yeah, that kind of just comes with that comes with a lot of stuff that the dungeon pack already does. Like it's got the rope, the 10 days of rations.
I'm also going to give us the Entertainer's pack, which includes a backpack, a bedroll, 2 costumes, 5 candles, 5 days of rations, a water skin, and a disguise kit.
Yeah, that'll definitely. Yeah, let's do that. So we got the Explorer's pack, which also comes with a disguise kit. Certainly going to be entertaining while we're checking for traps.
So
The gelatinous cube, it tore off a nasty slash in my leg. This reminds me of Macbeth. It was the winter of 49 AD in the
we need armor. So we're not proficient with any kind of armor. So that sucks. I guess that means we get no armor.
Yeah, I suppose we wouldn't exactly. Cassie wouldn't exactly need armor.
No. And that's why we have shield. So her AC.
But we'll make her look nice.
Her AC is legit 10. That's sad.
How do you figure out the AC?
10 plus Dex mod.
Let's see.
And our Constitution is 13, so that's plus 1. So our health, our hit points, Sorcerer's hit die is a D8. So, it's a D6. Oh, so that's 6 plus our Constitution modifier for first level. So we have 7 hit points. Owen, are you ready to hear about Cassandra Curtona?
Sure, yeah. What's
She
that?
is a female tiefling of Fiona's influence. Her strength is, she's a sorcerer. Hit points 7, AC 10 because she has no armor. But she is an actress. She has a strength of 6, so not bulky at all. Dexterity 11, so a little flexible. Not really, a little average flexible. Constitution 13, common colds can only get her down sometimes. Wisdom is 8, not a lot of common sense there, which is interesting. Intelligence 13, so she's book smart, makes up for the lack of common sense. Charisma 17, who needs common sense when you're cute? 52 years old, she knows who her parents are. Her birthplace is a home. She's raised by older siblings. Her parents had an unknown fate. She's the 5th out of 6 children. She loves being around other people. She is an actor, and that's how her and her family has made a living. She's met someone important. She's made enemies of 2 adventurers. One was our fault, one was not. And in one of them we were found guilty. A powerful being granted us wish, but a powerful being granted her wish, but she squandered it on something frivolous. She committed counterfeiting. She aided in it, and she was found not guilty, which is what that other adventurer is mad at us for. And she saw a demon once and ran away before it could do anything. She likes honesty, even though she committed a crime. Her bond is to be superior to her rival. She is able to diffuse situations, and even though she strives for honesty and she's good at diffusing situations, every once in a while, she's just unreliable. She's not the best at making decisions. She's about 6 foot tall, purplish, and she's got horns in the front that come out from back here and kind of curve upwards. One thing we never touched on is her hair color. And if she has purple skin, I think she should have black hair.
Yeah, that looks good.
Or, fuck it, Owen. Let's give her pink hair.
Pink hair.
Just makes her stand out more.
Definitely.
And it's dyed because she's an actress. Oh, that's it.
Oh.
Our work here is done. Next time, we will do a much better attempt.
Yeah, we'll certainly do a quicker thing there.
Yep, I'll actually think of a better way to pace it. I'll send you some PDFs because I thought in the books and I have the PDFs, so I'll share that with you.
Yes, definitely would be nice.
And we'll go through it together. Faster, because I already said that you'll have a concept, just a mere concept. I don't want you to think too much because I want you to do a lot of thinking on screen.
Mm-hmm. I get what you mean.
All right. So thank you everyone for watching. Question of the day: would you be friends with Cassandra? Are you that adventurer that she pissed off or made friends with? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, and don't forget to love each other and stay safe out there and fight for what you believe in. But please don't hurt other people. If someone's going to hurt someone else, let it be the people. Let it be the other guys. That'll look worse on them. Owen, last words. Last words. Oh, you're this way.
Yeah. I mean, you summed up so much. There's not much I can say that would not be repetitive or redundant.
My character Naal actually in D&D has a bit where if someone asks him like, "What's going on?" he'll honestly and very quickly sum up the entire like past 3 or 4 sessions of plot. It's great.
That's amazing. Yeah, exactly like you said. Thank you guys for continuing to watch. We hope that you will keep watching us. And, we'll
Drink iced tea.
we'll definitely figure out stuff to do next week.
Catch you guys next time.